do so much functional training. I do so many fucking push-ups and pull-ups.
Yeah, well, your functional training is great and everything, but at some point, man, you still owed me one. One of these was supposed to be you. God damn, that's supposed to be at like 21, 22 because of this guy, Olympia titles. But no, he didn't end up doing the 212. At the time, it was actually 202, I believe.
You don't think
you robbed me of a couple extra.
You don't think I think about that?
Yeah. It's a little sad.
It's their height.
Yeah.
Yep, you got better genetics than daddy.
Oh,
Just kidding. Look at those arms.
how you doing today? Fucking, yeah, not a mini me. All right, everybody. The infamous Hany Rambod, the procreator, the original procreator. So for everybody that doesn't know, Hany was my trainer whenever I did compete in bodybuilding, and I sound like a little bit of a horse saying this, but I never told the dude no. So we have something special planned for today. We figured we didn't know what to do, so either training video, podcast, let's do a little bit of a mix of both, and just put me through a workout where, again, there was never a time, I don't think I ever told you no training.
No.
I don't think I was like, fuck it, let's go, dude.
No, absolutely. It's been good because we've been talking about wanting to do this for the last several years, and me getting back out here to Pittsburgh. I haven't been back out to Pittsburgh. At least it's been 3 years since you and I were on the bridge doing those videos.
That was probably, 3 years ago.
4
19,
years ago. Yeah. So since then, we've been wanting to do something together, and I still think there's a small likelihood of comeback. Because he loves to do those poses on Instagram. He loves to do those poses. He still does the FSC7 workouts because I see, I see him. You're still doing it. And those are bodybuilding workouts. Yep. I know that functional and fuckable shit. It's a little bit different.
I'm really good looking.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's good. You actually gotten better looking in your old age, but that's okay.
Thank you.
And obviously he's doing really, really well. And I want to just be able to put him through a good workout and say, hey, look, man.
Old times.
The old man's got it right here. And let's put him through a nice chest workout. Maybe get a little arm pump going on. And
we'll learn some tips too. It'll be a little nostalgia, little new stuff, but I don't know, it's just good. It's exciting. I'm pumped.
It is. Get the heart rate down a little bit. Get a little excited.
Come on. I can't not be excited.
Good. Nice mind-muscle connection. Jay Cutler mentioned that we're going to have to do an FSC7 reunion, which is FSC7 refined. Yeah. We have Seth, we had Phil Heath, Jay Cutler, I believe Steve Kuklo, and I believe Tamer was even a part of that. And I don't know if Tamer was in the second one with you guys or if he was in the first one. He was in the first one for sure. I don't know if he was in the second. But and now Tamer, who I also turned pro in 2011, is now the largest promoter in the history of the sport.
No shit.
Over 100 shows he promotes. Yeah. So, and that was also a conversation that we had. So that's something that we definitely need to talk about. All right. Okay, control it. Not so fast. Slow it down. Good. Good. Breathe, brother. Breathe. Good. 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 There you go.
I do so much functional training. I do so many fucking push-ups and pull-ups.
Yeah, well, your functional training is great and everything, but at some point, man, you still owed me one. One of these was supposed to be you. God damn, that's supposed to be at like 21, 22 because of this fucking guy, Olympia titles. But no, he didn't end up doing the 212. At the time, it was actually 202, I believe.
You don't think
you robbed me of a couple extra.
You don't think I think about that?
Yeah.
Fuck. It's what was it? Probably 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I was like, I have no regrets. And then as the years tick by, I'm like, well, there's one. Probably should have competed more.
Let's do this.
I hate you.
Well, it was all built on this.
That's it.
Good. Come on. Let's go. Control it. Come down. There you go. Not too fast. Good. Go back to bodybuilding. Slow it down. There you go. Good. Still strong as shit. Good.
From your professional perspective, me being as round and full as I got, like whenever I was flatter than a motherfucker.
Right.
But whenever I was pumped and full and round, I still achieve that. Like when I take this off, it's still there.
Because those fibers were created.
Is that why?
Yeah. So because Seth and I have worked together at such a young age. He was only 24, 25 years old. What he was able to do was able to really concentrate on those glycogen-rich muscle fibers. So when we were able to add in the higher volume FST7 style training to the mix, he was able to keep that without thickening up his body. Because a lot of people will do power building and then they'll thicken up their core and they'll get bigger, but they won't necessarily get rounder. Because he's been able to get rounder and get those glycogen muscle fibers, rich muscle fibers to really push, he's been able to keep those fibers active and really, really round without even having to do 5-6 meals a day or be able to train and pick up 150-pound dumbbells like he used to, or any of those things, because those fibers are the ones that really give you that illusion of being really big, and they really get you super pumped. So between all of the things that he's done when he was younger, and carrying it over to what he's doing now, he still has the look. Yeah, he's a bit smaller, but that could all change with 5 meals a day. Some extra calories.
Well, that's the thing. People ask. They're like, you can't. You're like, they'll say like, you look like you're still on a high amount of stuff, or you look like you're still doing this. I'm like, I only eat 3 meals a day with a snack or 2. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, I think it's just how I've trained for so long that it's like part of my genetic makeup.
That's right, because you've really accentuated that part of your genetic makeup.
And training that way, I mean, that's how you look cooler too.
You do.
I thought.
One more. Fuck it. Only go now.
I'll do the $120s here and there. I don't train chest off. I do a lot of push-ups, but then I'll do flat bench. I'll kill flat bench, 225, and I'll just do, like during my circuit training, I'll do 10 reps do 10 rounds of 10 reps with some other stuff. Dude, if you had told me fucking 2 years ago we were doing this shit, you'd been like, no fucking way.
No way.
No way. I'm still a little fucked up in the head.
Yeah, but
that shit'll never leave.
Yeah, and you know what? For those of you that don't know his journey earlier on as a bodybuilder, he was one of the most intense guys I've ever trained. Because he just had that, I want to fucking knock everybody the fuck off the stage type of feel.
Yeah.
And God rest his soul, McMillan, when he just passed away. And I mean, you went up against him in your 3rd show ever.
Yeah.
And, and you know, you were going head to head with the guy that won the Arnold. That would eventually win the Arnold.
That mentality, in that mentality, you just fucking, I don't know, I loved it. That's why you and I got along.
Yeah.
That's why I never said no to you.
Yeah, because we were able
you were
to
like, I know I could beat the fuck out of this kid.
Yeah.
He's gonna take it, and I loved it.
Yep, let's go. You got this. Good. Come on, Seth. Control it. Good. Good, good. Good squeeze. Good. One more. You got it. Easy. Easy. Oh. Somebody asked me the other day, and they said, do you think, number one, Seth could come back and do damage? I said, well, of course he can come back. It's just anybody can come back, but could be somebody that could mix it up? And they said, absolutely, because the density of his fibers are so three-dimensional and so separated that it's a look that most people don't have. Honestly, you remind me a lot of Hottie, you know, because you have those fibers that fire and those, you know, the ones that create that dense look, that graininess.
Well, I think that's the one thing that's hard with these young guys today, which certain people are able to do it, but making the connection with your training. Like that's what you and I always got along with. Just if you're able to connect with the training, dude, you'll be fucking ridiculous. As long as you can be disciplined with the diet, but you can connect with training, you did a good job of being able to, with all your athletes, like find out what works for them. Not so much what they like, but what fucking works for you. And I mean, that's why it always clicked, because with training, I'm able to make a connection. I love it. Training's always been my favorite part of everything.
Yes.
But then you get full of yourself and you get a little hard-headed, and it's bound to happen, but those are things that looking back on, I'm like, man, it's fucking wild times. And You got to be able to stay focused and stay